Hello, fellow orchid lovers. Wow, has it been a long time. I hope all of you have been well. I'm sorry that I have been busy and not able to post. I've also had a lot of trouble keeping up with the comments. So if there's a comment that you haven't found the answer to in one of my other videos, please type it in the comments here and I will try to address them as quickly as possible. I've been having a lot going on in my life. My friend and I got involved with a local rescue and we ended up having 27 kittens and 6 mama cats between us. And so we've been a little busy. I've also unfortunately lost 2 of my own cats. They have passed away in the past couple of months and makes it a little difficult for me because I don't really want to make a video. I don't even really want to take care of the orchids, but I have to. So, but I hope that your lives have been going a little bit better than mine. There is quite a bit going on here in the grow room, so I just wanted to bring you in really quick, say hello. I'm going to try to start posting more frequently and hopefully be able to start communicating with you a little bit better. So first off, I'm sorry about the color in here. It is really early in the morning, and so there's quite a bit of light coming in and creating a glare. So I will try to work with that. I have a few things in bloom. This is my Latoria green apples. She actually has been blooming on and off pretty well for the last couple of months. So she seems like she's getting pretty happy. This is my Dendrobium Victoria Regina, or Reginae, however you say it. She's getting a really nice long cane here. The only difficulty is it is not what I ordered. So I ordered the traditional, and it seems that I got the Alba version. So I'm a little disappointed about that, but she's bloomed for me twice now. This is the second blooming. So she's at least happy, and I'm at least getting blooms. They are quite beautiful. They're very sparkly. I'm just not a huge white orchid fan, and I was really looking forward to having that traditional purpley blue bloom. So, but she's happy. This is her newest cane, and it's still going. This was her last cane, so significant growth. So I'm gonna try to be happy with that. My Saiku Marguerite, I know I don't probably say that right, but whatever. She bloomed her head off last year, and I really think it took a toll on her. So this year's blooming is not as extensive, but the plant suffered a little bit because of how many, she had like huge bloom spikes on every new pseudobulb. She had 2 on each, and they were ginormous. So I think she's just kind of recouping. So I'm happy with what she gave me. I do really enjoy these tiny little blooms. They are so cute, and they smell so good. So I'm really happy she's doing okay. Let me see what else. I have my pendulum. It looks like it's starting to spike. She has spiked reliably every year. My orchids are a little bit dusty. Up until recently, there was a ginormous cage that took up pretty much half of the room that the kittens were staying in. And so a lot of the dust from the litter was getting on my orchids, and I was cleaning it every week, but it was very difficult to keep up with. So I still have some remaining dust that I have to get to. A lot of my Phalaenopsis are starting their spikes because it has gotten quite cold here. Some of them already have spikes, and some of them have some blooms left on old spikes. But we've already had freezing temperatures and snow, and it is November 3rd. So, yeah. That's living in the mountains, right? We have another spike there. We have several spikes on some of my mini phals. Something else that's really exciting is this plant. I've had this actually for a couple of years, and while it has grown really well, it's never bloomed, but that is about to change. Let me see if I can get in there without knocking it over. I don't think you can see it from this side, so let me get it out without knocking anything over. Haha, right? Funny. Yeah, okay, let's put it right here. If you can see, I have double spike. So one on this side and one on that side. So what I did with this plant is I just moved her into pretty much almost direct morning sun. So this is my Laelia or Cattleya purpurata, and this is my Anceps. They get a lot of light. As you can see, the curtain is pulled back. It sits right behind it, so it gets really good light. It got these freckles, which is one of the indications. I don't know why my phone's not focusing, but it got these freckles, which is one of the indications that it is getting appropriate light, and it decided to finally bloom for me. So I'm excited to see what the blooms look like. Like I said, I bought this, I don't even know how many years. It's before we moved into this house, so quite a few years, and I've never seen the blooms, so who knows if they're going to be correct or not. I don't really know. My wildcat is in bloom again. She is a faithful bloomer. She just blooms and blooms and blooms. This orchid, this Cattleya bloomed. Just one bloom. This is my Vanagara, which is now something else with an M. Michael, if you're watching, you know. So she got one bloom. It was really pretty. But it took a really long time to get this to bloom too. And again, look, you can see some of the sunburn on her leaves. I had to stick her in really bright light to get her to bloom. So, but it worked. This is my Gilded Tower Mystic Maze, and she's got a spike forming there. I know you can't really see it. It's really immature. If you know anything about this, these buds have to get like triple that size. So she's not going to bloom anytime soon. One of the orchids I thought I killed. This is one of my rescue orchids that I rescued, and it did really well, and then I thought I killed it. As you can see, or maybe you can't because of the backlighting, there is a spike back there. And that's my Witch's Jewel Short and Sweet. Really pretty blooms. If you'll remember, this is one of the orchids I got from Seattle Orchids that was in like ridiculously pitiful shape. I saved it, and then I treated for spider mites, and I thought I killed it again, but she bounced back. I also got this one to bloom, this little pitiful plant, as you can see right here. Fortunately, the blooms went over before I could make this video. This is, it's one of those Brassavola, no, Brassia crosses that looks like the spider. It's got yellow blooms on it. So hopefully next time it blooms, I can actually bring you in while it's doing well. A lot of my cherry babies are spiking or are in bloom. I have another spike on my Vanda. She's also been very reliable. She took like a month or two off, and then she spiked again. I can't think of the name. You know what I'm talking. The one that looks like calamari. Let me see. This one. She's in bloom. She's not in bloom, in spike. She's got that huge spike back there, and then she's got another one. I know this is terrible filming. I'm sorry. I'm so out of practice. Another one back there. My Phalaenopsis schilleriana. Thank you. Okay, brain is not working. I need another cup of coffee. She is in spike. I wish she wasn't, because she's not doing as well as I'd like. She's got very pitiful leaves, and she's only got 2. Now, she typically only carries 3, but she's only got 2. And she just seems weak to me, so she's typically bloomed 1 spike per year. Last year, she did 2 spikes, and then she seemed to fumble a little bit and go downhill, and her leaves have been a little pitiful. So I don't know that I really want her to bloom, but we'll see. My Pinguicula is doing really good. She had 2 pups that developed. They didn't bloom. It looks like they're going into their winter dormancy, which is fine. But otherwise, she's doing really good. A lot of my Tolumnias have bloomed and kind of gone over. I have another one in bloom. Well, in spike. I keep saying in bloom. So that'll be nice. And what else? What else? What else? Oh, this one bloomed. This is my Dendrobium. I don't know. I got this. It's terribly backlit. I got this as a bag baby back when I lived on Long Island like years ago. And she was in bloom when I got her. I think she was in bloom when I got her. And let me take her down. Please don't knock anything over, Danielle. Because I really want you to see these blooms. If I can get the backlighting to go away. Isn't that pretty? Anyways, I couldn't get her to bloom again. So it's been years and she's finally blooming. And I have no idea what I did to get her to bloom. I've neglected her, that much I can tell you. I've been so overwhelmed with the kittens, you know, taking care of 18 kittens and mamas, and you know, I had to bottle feed some of them to supplement that. It was just a mess. It was an absolute mess. And then losing more animals of my own was distressing. And I just kind of went on autopilot, and I didn't really care anymore. And unfortunately, some of them suffered, but then some of them did really well. This is my Prostechia something or other in spike. This one bloomed for me. This is my love something. Where's the tag? Secret Love, which I've shown you before. She blooms on every cane practically. My yellow bird bloomed back there. My green bird has a sheath. If I could get you in. Oop. As you can see. My Volcano Queen has a sheath. And there's a bud you can see. This backlighting's helping for something. You can see the bud. And then this one over here, Starin Yellow Flame, I think it says. Or yellow, yeah, Yellow Flare. I bought her from Carmela Orchids, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago, and she never bloomed. She grew, she never bloomed. She finally bloomed for me. And I really feel bad that I didn't get it for you guys. She bloomed on two pseudobulbs. It was beautiful. I love it. But hopefully, because she has started blooming, she will continue to bloom. This is the purple one, but it says blue, something blue. She ran out of room in the pot, and the pseudobulb actually grew down into the pot. And when I was watering her one day, I was like, what is this in the green thing in the pot? It was a pseudobulb. So I pulled her out and I put the pseudobulb over the side, and it actually bloomed. She's another reliable bloomer, so hopefully we'll see blooms again from her soon because she has some new pseudobulbs. This is Mary's Glory. She blooms on every pseudobulb, but lately not like she used to get like 2-3 blooms per pseudobulb, and now she gets like 1 per pseudobulb, and it's a little distorted. So she needs to be repotted. I know that. There are several orchids in here that are desperately in need of a repot, and I just haven't gotten to it. So she's on the list. And then I also have a sheath on my Pegasus. So a few of the Cattleyas are going to be blooming soon, and I will, like I said, do a little bit better about bringing you in here and keeping the camera from getting like that, sorry. This is another phal that I have in bloom. She's really vigorous. She has an amazing root system, and she just blooms and blooms and blooms. I mean, look at that. Spilling out of the pot. Another plant that did really good was my Neo-Phoenicia, which is now Vanda, I think. Falcata. And this is the pink variety. And I really do love these blooms. It spiked several times. So now we're putting her into her little winter not winter rest, because she still gets water, but I cut down on the amount of water and the amount of fertilizer she gets, and that seems to work for her. I have to make a mental note to do that with my Maxillaria tenuifolia too, because I forget and then I don't get blooms. So here's 2 more of my Shari babies, and then the Shari baby back there also is getting a spike. I have a spike on my lava flow, so these should be opening soon and I'll show them to you. And then I also have a spike on my volcano something or other. She has bloomed before and you've seen them. So if there's any particular video that you guys want, you know, an update on something or something like that, just let me know. I am going to try to think up things that I want to show you. And again, if I didn't answer your comment, like if you left a comment on one of my videos and I didn't get to answer it, I apologize. And please put the question in this video's comments and I will try to get to as many of them as possible. If your question, you know, is good for a video, I'll make a video about it. But I just also want to say thank you so much to all my new subscribers. Thank you to all of my subscribers who have stuck with me over the years, despite the fact that I go MIA when, you know, things happen in my life, and boy, do things happen in my life. So thank you for sticking with me, and thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm very happy to have you. And I will, like I said, I will continue to try to post a little more regularly and talk to you about things that you're interested in. So if there's something about my collection or waterculture that you want to know, let me know, and I will try to either answer your question or make a video about it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all next time.